Good evening, friends and family. I'm speaking to you here from Trinity Catholic High School for the 2008 St. Cecilia's Christmas show. We're all very excited, and the kids are all in the classrooms raring to go and perform for their parents. It's going to be a lovely evening. We're going to have a great time, and we're looking forward to the spirit of the holiday season and starting it off with this wonderful and memorable night. So I hope all the kids have a great time. I know us parents in the audience will be smiling, singing, laughing, crying, and just having a great time.
It's Christmas time. There's no need to be afraid. At Christmas time, we let in light and we banish shade. And in our world of plenty, we can spread a smile of joy. Throw your arms around the world at Christmas time. But say a prayer and pray for the other
Oh, we're working real hard. So break a leg.
I got 50 bucks.
It's hard.
Thumbs up. Good
When
job.
you're having fun, there's a world outside your window, and it's a world of dread and fear. And the only water flowing is the bitter sting of tears. And the Christmas bells that ring there are the clanging chimes of doom. Well, tonight, thank God it's them instead of you. There won't be snow in Africa this Christmas time. No, the greatest gift they'll get this year is
The Christmas show of 2008 or 8.
So once again, thank you for coming. These kids really did it all. They're wonderful to work with. They put their hearts and souls into this. I know you love them so much, and we all do. Enjoy the show. Have a great Christmas.
For every point of view. When Rome was a great empire ruled by Caesar Augustus, and Israel was governed by King Herod, in the village of Nazareth lived Mary and Joseph. Joseph was a carpenter, and Mary was a young virgin who would become his wife. Mary told Joseph of a dream in which she was visited by an angel who told her she had been chosen to bear the Son of God, and his name was to be Jesus.
One day the emperor sent notice all persons were to register for a new tax. They were instructed to return to the town of their birth. Joseph and Mary left Nazareth for Bethlehem. Mary, who was with child and close to birth, rode a donkey while Joseph walked beside her. They traveled for many days and only rested at night.
When they reached Bethlehem, it was night. They looked for a place to rest, but there were no empty rooms when they reached the inn. As they were being turned away, Joseph mentioned that his wife was with child and close to birth. The innkeeper took pity on them and told them of some caves in the nearby hills where the shepherds would stay with their cows and sheep.
So Joseph and Mary went up into the hills and found the caves. In one cave was a stable room. Joseph cleaned it and made beds of fresh hay. He found a feeding trough which he cleaned and filled with hay to use as a crib. The next night, Mary gave birth to a son, and they named him Jesus, as the angel had said.
When the child was born, a great star appeared over Bethlehem that could be seen for miles around. In the field, shepherds were tending their flocks. An angel appeared to them, surrounded by bright light. The shepherds were frightened and tried to run.
Fear not, said the angel, for I bring you tidings of great joy. For unto you is born this day in Bethlehem a Savior, who is Christ the Lord.
This shall be a sign unto you. You shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes and lying in a manger.
Suddenly the sky was filled with angels, praising God and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men.
After the angels departed, the shepherds set out for Bethlehem. When they reached the cave, they found the stable, and inside was the child wrapped in swaddling clothes.
As the star shone over Bethlehem in the east, 3 kings would see it. They knew it was a sign, and they set off to follow the star. There was Casper, the young king of Tarsus, Melchior, a long-bearded old man and leader of Arabia, and Balthazar, the king of Ethiopia. They traveled on camels for many days over the mountains and through the deserts and the plains, always following the bright star.
When they finally arrived in Bethlehem, they found the child in the manger. The 3 kings bowed to their knees and offered gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. They would stay the night in the cave, and the next day return to their lands to spread the good news.
Please join us in the singing of the season's traditional carols.
Joy to the world.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Everybody listen. 4th grade. Hold your partner and stop at a chair. Okay? Okay, let's go. Ready? Mark. Let's go. I'll go slow. I'll watch the end. I'll watch that path.
So you don't crowd. Don't rush.
Doing very well. Finale is coming. Yeah, it's great. Peace. Really close to your neighbor.
Welcome, Dada.
Crisscross.
You must be opening the curtain.
How about a hand for all the teachers with all their support? Can all the teachers come out for a second?
We hope you enjoyed Santa, and at this time I'd like to introduce two of my helpers to you who are going to thank everyone who has made the show so wonderful. So let's thank Olivia. Let's thank Chris. Okay. We'll do it, Mr. Marco. Okay, come on. Yep, thank you.
With special thanks to all the parents, families, and friends of our children here at St. Cecilia Elementary School for helping to make this program a success by your contributions, efforts, excitement, and cooperation. To the Home School Association for your timeless dedication to our school, our students, our faculty, and our families. To Dr. Orchetta for your constant encouragement, leadership, and guidance. To all the faculty members for your patience, stamina, and cooperation throughout this hectic season. To Mrs. Saki and Mrs. DeMarco for your creativity, imagination, and talents. To Mr. Brad Bodlin for bringing Santa down from the North Pole. the room costume parents for your time and your talents. To all the very generous families here at St. Cecilia for your donations of boxes, wrapping paper, ribbons, tissue, paper, and bows. You have added to the beauty and splendor of our performance. To Mrs. Pat Bogatz for your support and love for our school and our students. To Mr. Al and Mr. Carlos for always getting our show props and materials over to Trinity Catholic High School so timely and efficiently. To Mr. Robert DeQuilla and the wonderful staff at Trinity Catholic High School for their gracious hospitality and support throughout the years. To our narrators and our nativity players for adding to the beauty of this program. To our handbell choir for your constant dedication to our weekly practices. To all the students of St. Cecilia School for your enthusiasm, efforts, and for your wonderful singing, praying, and performing. To all who came this evening, may your Christmas be filled with blessings and peace. To the Green family for the beautiful printing of our tickets and programs. Thank you. To Mr. Nigro for this wonderful performance. Thank you.
Mr. Nigro. Could Mr. Nigro come up, please? Mr. Nigro, come on.
Thank you all for coming. Drive home safely.
We're so proud of them and all of our children tonight and all you parents and relatives for coming. It is a great occasion for us. And you realize that putting this together takes a lot of patience. So we thank you for letting our children come over here to Trinity. Tonight, though, my message to you is for 2008, as we turn the page and begin to turn the calendar. We enjoyed the colors of Christmas, the dreams, Rudolph with his red nose, the little green men, the evergreen Christmas tree, silver and gold, and the man in the bright red suit. So lovely and uplifting, and it's a good way to start our Advent season of waiting as we get ready to celebrate the rebirth of Jesus. We need a little Christmas in our hearts to keep us filled with hope, but we as Christians know that our hope is in the Lord. The color of our country lately has been pretty red. The red ink on Wall Street that hit Main Street and left so many people impacted by this recession with the capital R. I'm not an economist, and I can't diagnose the reason for this collapse. It's too complicated for simple answers. But one thing we've noted of late is that as you observe the human condition, you can see a trend, and perhaps it's not a good one. And it's called greed. Sometimes we think we're one nation not under God, but under greed, when everybody questions our Creator. And instead we have to have things instead of do things. And we hope when you send your children to us that you get a lot back, because they do so much. Too many people want more and more and give less and less, and that's so sad, and that's why we're so countercultural at our school, and we're so blessed to have you send the children to us. What's so sad about all the downfall and the things that are happening is that the innocents always seem to pay, and the innocents are left holding the bag, while those who seem to be the culprits, it seems as though they never get caught and that nothing ever happens to them. And we don't know whether that's true or not, because only Jesus is the final judge. But none of this is new to our century, our generation, and it's been going on for thousands of years. But witness also recently, it was so sad that a poor man went off to work in a new job, new man at Walmart, never to return home. How is it possible that the greed of the crowd to save a few dollars compelled a throng to stampede this man and take his life? I know there are many of people out there who enjoy pointing the finger. Oh, Walmart didn't train them right. Oh, the guys were sitting in the parking lot, those policemen. The security wasn't good. But what happened to the responsibility in our hearts? When you send your children to us, we talk about respect and responsibility, and you expect that, and so do we. So again, we're countercultural, and I thank you for that. We're not always blameless, and we learn to live by our mistakes, make up for it, and move forward. But we need a little Christmas in our lives, and the children give it to us. Jesus came to us many years ago, and he arrived helpless, waiting for people to help him learn. How wonderful. He came to give us life and to free us, and so that we may live life more abundantly. And it's so easy to feel overwhelmed as all these things go on around us. But if we truly reflect, time is the only thing that we have that's really our commodity to spend as we would like. We were made, we know, from the hand of God and are expected to return to his hand when our time on earth is over, when our ministry here is over. And we know that the people in our lives are our blessings. Therefore, I want us to think about possibly having a New Year's resolution early for Christmas and think of these people as our blessing. Let's all stop for a moment, take a breath, and share our physical presence with one another. We don't need things. We need people. We need a little Christmas in our lives. And if we truly believe that everyone in our lives is a blessing and that they are our presence, then this Christmas, let's do an early Christmas and let our very physical presence be our presence to one another. So I love you all, and I thank you all, and God bless you. Thank you.
Good evening, parents and friends. I've been told to make this short and sweet and not to cry by the board. Let's see if I can accomplish that tonight. Before I thank the people who made tonight possible, I'd just like to make a couple of small announcements. For those of you who ordered Christmas wreaths, they'll be in on Monday morning. So if you want to, at drop-off, pick them up, Eileen and or Pete DeMarkey will be out front in the parking lot at the school. So if you could just go over to them and pick up your wreath, they'd really appreciate that. They've got the big red pickup truck. Secondly, the Memory Tree Lighting Caroling event is coming up next Tuesday, December 9th, and will take place of our regular HSA meeting. It's a really special night for our families, and our children have a lot of fun. And I promise you, if you come, I will not sing. God bless me with the greatest lungs to talk for hours, but not a voice to sing. So I promise not to. I'll find somebody to replace me with that. I just wanted to say a couple of more words. These are very, very difficult times, as Dr. Borchetta mentioned, for many of us and our families. And many of us are going through some very new and different challenges with our economy. My husband and I also share in these burdens, and we know and understand the issues we're all facing. It's hit us too. But tonight, we've put all that aside, and our children showed us what really matters and what the spirit of Christmas is. They really are our most precious gift, and they are what's important to us. I think that perhaps the times are really showing us and telling us that what we need to do is go back to basics, back to our families, and that's what's important. And a lot of you might know that we're going through Blue Ribbon accreditation this year, and one of the criteria of Blue Ribbon accreditation is uniqueness as a school. The thing that makes our school completely unique is the level of parent commitment and involvement. It is us, along with our superior staff and our great and wonderful children, that makes our school what it is. It's a pleasure serving with such highly dedicated people. Other schools just don't have this. I truly believe that St. Cecilia's has something beyond the 6 R's that are taught to our children under the guidance of our principal and our leader, Dr. Borchetta. Tonight, we'd like to thank her for all that she does to lead, guide us, and help us and our children, plus the members of our staff who make our school and especially this wonderful show work. So I'd like to call her up for a moment. And speaking of a great and wonderful Christmas show that really worked tonight, to Mr. Nigro, our music teacher, who has each and every child share center stage
and for our marvelous show tonight. Thank him very much for all his hard work and effort. Mr. Nigra? And I don't think she's here, but also to Mrs. Saki, who assists him with the props and costumes. She throws herself into the show, and we could not be more appreciative of all her efforts. And also at this very special time of year, we'd like to remember and thank Mrs. Bogatz, our queen and our school secretary, who's dedicated many, many years of her life to our wonderful school. Thank you. Mr. Vuxen, who ensures that we all arrive to the door safely each and every day. He is a vital part of our school, and he makes the start of our school day run smoothly every single day. Thank you very much, Mr. Bruce. Okay, I did it. I didn't cry, and it's been short. On behalf of the HSA officers, I wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas and the happiest of New Years. Have a blessed and safe journey home, and God bless and good night. Thank you very much.